The magical dressmaker's shop. I grew up in Ireland, just me and my mum. We were poorer than most, but richer than some. When I was young, I was told of a shop. It had a red and white door with a bell on the top. Mum told me about the dressmaker there, who made clothes for the fairies and pixies to wear. The shopkeeper seemed to know just what you'd need, and never took payment, just pass on a good deed. She made me my party dress when I was 6. Mum said there was magic in every stitch. It was a light shade of blue and covered in lace, and a skirt that twirled out and a sash round my waist. For my first day at school, the shop sent me a bag, not leather like most, but I wasn't sad. Mine had good luck sewn in all of the seams, held not only my books, but also my dreams. My warm winter coat was also bewitching. There were wishes and fortune in all of the stitching. The buttons were made of mother of pearl, crafted by fairies for good little girls. Mum went many times when I was small to get magical presents. I remember them all. I never thought of the shop after I'd grown, and when Mum passed away, I went back to my home. I was cold in the house with no fire in the hearth, then remembered her smile and the sound of her laugh. I went up to the attic where I'd never been and started to cry at what I'd seen. A sewing machine next to a very old light. Had my poor mum been working all hours of the night? In a chest on the floor was a big pile of rags, and the one on the top was the same as my bag. Bits of a man's shirt matched my dress shade of blue, and an old neck curtain had been cut in two. The sleeves made a sash and a cuff made the bow. She made sure I felt beautiful and would never know. I'd gone to my party and felt like a queen. Friends said it was the nicest that they'd ever seen. My coat, I could see, had been cut from a quilt, and I found an old blanket the same as my kilt. With all of the scraps was a memory for each, like Christmas and birthdays or walks on the beach. My mum was the one who had sewn every stitch, so I never felt poor and always felt rich. Under the rags in an old shoebox I found Annie the rag doll I got from the shop. She always to me was my luckiest charm, but it hadn't been magic that kept me from harm. My mum kept me safe throughout all of those years. "I love you, Mummy," I said through the tears. I left our old house and looked up at the sign. For sale it said, but it had to be mine. So now Annie the rag doll sleeps on my bed. She looked after me, now it's my turn instead. I think of Mummy in heaven in a dressmaker's shop, with a red and white door and a bell on the top, making dresses for angels and mending their wings, and for all of the children, making wonderful things.